Game Agents, they are the favourites going into this. And honestly, I think that for them, these initial 5 rounds, this pistol round, to kind of set the tone of the game, is going to matter more to them than they probably expect. Because Good Game, while they are, able to come back, they're going to need the momentum to do so. And as we said earlier, armor-heavy pistol rounds, what an embodiment of that. 4 players with armor on either side. Game Agents with a flash or with a smoke and a kit to support them. Good Game, they have a flash and a smoke to support them as well. So I suspect it will just be a standard execution. You've got no real room to fake with that little utility. So it's going to be Angel Central, and as they move back towards B, I think it will be down to Sound to try and catch out some odd members. But Smek, he's going to aggress in towards A main. He's going to trigger a rotation. It'll be Regali. He's head straight back down to Connector. And Good Game. They're going to have to hurry up if they want to get this execution done in time.
Yeah, exactly. They're just going to lean their way towards B. It's Regali there with that first shot. Tries to connect some shots, but it's him that gets hit first. He gets a few bullets on his body, and that's going to take him down to half HP. They are not going to push just yet. They're just going to play it safe, and as I say, that flash comes through. They're going to get on site. Sound is the one to try and find the first shots, but none of it connects. Bomb does get planted eventually. Kiko with that first frag onto Sound. What a beautiful pick, and that opens things up. Howdy with the room he created by his teammate gets one as well. It's 2 versus 5 already. Rene will fall down soon enough as Smek. There's not much this person can do. It's a 1v4, and he probably be falling down as the long-distance duels do not go in his favor. Good Game with the first round of this game with the first blood. 1-0 to start things off.
That was a perfect pistol round from them, just to get that initial trigger to explode out onto that site. And Kiko with such a nice little kind of P250 shot straight to the dome. I believe it was Smek to kick things off, and it just collapsed from there. Going to second round, and Good Game, they are taking no prisoners with this buy. It's going to be a full armor and AK setup with the odd Galil, the odd Mac-10 here or there. Game Agents, they choose to eco for next. We're going to see just that standard stack of USPs towards Old Bomb. Rene's going to maybe try and bait some players into him, but for Game Agents, let's see what they can find here.
Yeah, Smek is just trying to join his teammates there onto that train, trying to stack with them. He's not going for the diamond approach. He's just he wants to line up and go for the triangle. Okay, but Rene is the one that's lurking for his team, trying to figure out where these players are going to come from, and this is quite a scary thing. Like one USP is definitely not good against 5, so why not just stack them up all together? Now the first smokes will come across to A. It's Rene, the first one to find contact. He won't find one just yet. And now we'll try and push through. Gets one shot on. Does not really connect, but the push is impending from all sides. Kixon is the first to find that frag. Sound will fall. Regali gets a kill of his own, and the kills are going in favor of Game Agents right now. The USP stack actually worked out. Spray comes through by Jasmine, but don't get enough kills. It's a 1v2 as the kill goes to Marks' favor. He could potentially pick up an AK-47, and this could be dangerous. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. The bomb will slowly head towards Connector. No, he'll stay onto site, trying to make that 1v1 possible, but he is slowly running out of time. He'll make his way towards B, but it's Mark now with an AK-47, and around where you should have lost it, they're actually doing pretty well. Managed to pick up 4 kills. And equal trade as of yet. Game Agents must be very happy with this one. And Mark has the possibility of clashing it up. Surely he must have had that footstep. Kiko picks him up. And a round that seemed very dangerous. Good Game managed to clutch it up in the end.
And something to highlight as well, the Good Game, they had that as an investment, not a bonus. So those AK buys meant they had nothing in the bank whatsoever. Game Agents, the fact they took 4 rifles, or 3 if you include the Mac-10, 3 guns off the rifles, 4 guns off them, means that they haven't had a chance to put any economy whatsoever. They're going to be reset this round if they lose. Game Agents also going for a bit of a static buy, as it won't have much utility behind it whatsoever. Just 2 smokes and a molly to try and hold for a long amount of time. It won't matter though. Aid Kit going to go very early on through this push on towards B. Sound, he'll be caught off, but he'll actually catch down that early pick. Jasmine to trade, and Aid Kit needs to go huge, but Kriksan will find him. 3 versus 4 now in Game Agents. They've kickstarted this retake very early on, as Kriksan finds one more. Kriksan is third. On for a fourth, but Jasmine's going to finish that off. Kriksan, he's had enough. He's going to secure a third round for Good Game as they lead 3-0.
Now, that was a very important round here for Good Game because that was the buy of Game Agents. They managed to pick up a lot of money in that previous round, and they weren't able to make it work on this one. So the fact that they're able to get the third round in a row means that they've got a chance to build up some economy before Game Agents have a chance to get a grasp of any sort of momentum in this one. So Good Game are looking to capture another round here, make it 4-0, and they'll try and not have any casualties in the time being. On the other hand, Game Agents want to cause as much damage as possible, not let Good Game run away with this one, not let them gain any kind of lead. So already first trade coming in. Jasmine is the one to connect on the first shot onto Rene. That might mean a little bit of an opening here onto Abe, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Smek will be the first to fall. Mark tries in return. He will fall straight after that. But it's ready a 2v4. One man down for Good Game. They'll be quite fine with that one. Bomb is back. Means that Kiko will have to go back and pick it up, but Regali could come for a trade. Kicksun comes up from behind, and there you go. Good Game with a 4-0 standard win. It was expected of them, and without many casualties. So they'll be fine with that one, but Game Agents should be able to buy it now, and this is where things should get interesting.
What's something to highlight as well for Good Game is that their positioning is really, really strong in the sense that they don't swing an angle unless something else is covered by their team. We saw that kind of embodied there where Jasmine, he was more than happy to swing on Ivy knowing his teammates were coming out from Pop Dog. That molly might be a bit difficult for Aidkit. He's able to drop that smoke, but now he's going to be caught off guard towards Olaf. It won't matter though. Good Game. They turn their attention towards this B site. Aidkit, his role goes from getting an entry to selling a fake. Question is, can he do so? As the only person to really hold this B site will be Sound. He might call for a rotation from Regali, one of the two ops in this double op setup, and this is the scary thing with Game Agents. A double op setup is really expensive to maintain, and if they lose it here, it's going to put them straight down to an eco.
Yeah, just like you said, it is vital for Game Agents to win this one up, and getting that first frag is exactly what they want. But look at that. Jasmine is in enemy lines. He is on A already. Rene will catch him out of guard. That means that it's already a 3 versus 4. They're trying to make their way into the site, but Rene is stopping them. Smeko will fall down to the hands of Kiko. And they might have found entry onto A. It is Rene from the backside trying to cause some damage, but the bomb already has made its way onto site. It will slowly get planted. Regali from the connector area does have the support of Sound. They'll try and push through Rene with that first frag. That's exactly what they need to rotate. It's a 2v3, and he might have found an opening for his teammates to push through. Powerdy, what a perfect position. Oh, does not make use of it, as Sound just turns around pretty fast and kills him right after that. Kickster not looking in the right direction at the right time. Sound will pick him up, and that's a flawless retake here from Game Agents, and they're back into this one.
That round was all on Rene there. That first little double, that was all he had to do. The fact he got another one on top of that just cemented that kind of round for Game Agents. Good game. When they're in a 3v3, it's down to Game Agents to take the aggression. 2v3, now they're the ones who have to push forward. They're the ones who have to aggress, and unfortunately, it just did not work for them as Rene, he goes above and beyond, securing that third Angel. Look at that. Lightning fast to take down Kiko, and Sound there to clean up the mess. It's the first round secured for Game Agents, and Good Game go on to a buy of their own.
Yes, and Good Game start to lose money here. As soon as they lost that first round, they start to see that they're going to soon struggle with their economy. So they're also at a point where Game Agents could start winning round after round after round, and they don't want to let that happen. So if they can stop it now, that is the best outcome for them. Now, it is a slower approach this time. They are leaning towards A site, multiple angles for them, and there's a very aggressive Smek pushed up towards B. So there is info that Good Game is leaning towards A, and that means they'll dedicate 4 players early on towards that area, and this could potentially be very dangerous for Good Game not having any lurker onto B, and it might cost them a lot. Now, 2 players already dropped from Pop Dog. The boost does come through. No one to spot out, though. Mark already with the first kill onto A main. That's got to hurt. 4 versus 5 already. And the AWPs from this long distances of A could cause a lot of damage here on Good Game. Now, it looked like they might want to rotate, but Smek is also in a very sneaky position, a very unexpected one, and he could catch them out off guard. Oh, it is expected, though. I think he was able to pick up, spot out Smek's back. But the rotates are in. Mac will be able to connect with the first kill with that AWP. Oh, the push comes through, but it's a grenade that picks up Sound. Rene fast to return. It's 2v3. Bomb gets planted, 25 seconds remaining. Now, 2 AWPs and an M4 for the rotate. for the retake. But look at that. Powerdy is from behind. He could cause a lot of damage from that position. I don't think they know of his whereabouts, and he could potentially get a kill right here, right now. Kickson already with the first frag from the first round. Powerdy from behind. Now it's already a 1v1, and the position of both players is compromised. They both know where someone's going to come from. It's up to the pre-fire, but Powerdy is there, gets the kill, and good game. Pick up another round for themselves, extending their lead 5-1.
That was butts clenching for good game there. That was a very long rotation to come through from Powerdy there. And Crixan, he did just what he had to. He sat back, he took his time, he waited, and he let the flank come through. Once the initial contact was made, just before the flank came through from Powerdy, he took that contact. Luckily, he got a kill, but that was just played perfectly for him. 8K is going to spot all these players aggressing towards main. Red H stay able to do a bit of tag damage with that scout. The M4 accompaniment is going to tag 8K down very, very low. Regali also being tagged. It's a full spy from Game Agents, and with only scouts, deagles, Orps, and M4s, it's a kind of garage buy where they've just pulled out whatever they can find. Question being, will it work against Game Agents? Or from Good Game, my apologies.
Yeah, already 8 kit down to 10 HP, and the push could get stopped right there and then. It's an AWP in the hands of him, so just one bullet scraping him, could go dropping them and lose him at disadvantage. Regali already with the kills coming in, 1-2, as a push is stopped right there, and then Regali comes up huge near Ivy, and it's already a 3 versus 5. Right, another push comes through. Eagle shots connect, and Pico is down to low HP. Sound is absolutely huge, but not huge enough. Kicksan is the one to pick him up, 4 versus 3. Now Mark pushes up forward, gets one. It's a 2 versus 4 already. Smack from above causes havoc, and Kiko is left all by himself to fend off. 9 HP on this man is surely a soon death of him. Scout right in front of him, but it's the Deagle pulled out from Rennie that will kill him off in the end. No kit required, and Game Agents won't let Good Game run off with this one. That easy.
That was a lovely little round from Game Agents there, just to let each player get a pick to take it one at a time. And I think Good Game, they got a bit too ambitious. They didn't move as one. They kind of went for contact around the map rather than to kind of move as a unit. Regali, some lovely shots from him, but fortunately it wasn't quite enough from Good Game. Again, for Game Agents, they're going to go on to a buy. It's messy because, yeah, they did still have to reinvest a lot, but so's Good Game. Powerdy, he's only got a Deagle to his name. Same can be said for Kiko. AK's on the rest though, and we've seen how much damage AKs can do. Let's see how they fare here. And Regali Hill, full Spec there to trade. Spec after another, but Sound is there to mop up the rest. Game Agents, that is a flawless hold towards B, and with those 3 players falling for Good Game, Game Agents are in prime position to make this their 3rd.
What a hold there from Sound, and Smack there cross to the B site. 2 kills for Sound, that one. Clutch kills indeed. Picks up the AWP as well. Now we have a 2 versus 4. They'll have to save this one. It's a very, very difficult situation for them to actually push. They are in a very difficult economical situation as well, so saving any of these weapons would be good for them. AWP watching the angle, won't connect the shot as Powerdy tries to push through with that Deagle. Nade comes through as well. Oh, gets flashed through the smoke there, killed right at the last second, and Gamer Agents finding rounds now, and perhaps this is where they start gaining ground.
Yeah, that was that little 2-round burst. It shows the amount of economy damage they've done and the rounds they've lost. Usually after losing 1-2 rounds, you should still have some form of investment, but Good Game, they're down to a sole eco. They've got a Flash, a Deagle on a Crixan, and that's about it. They're going to have to hope they can maybe catch an M4 or AK here or there and just go for a hero play with it, because Game Agents, the Bulls, are in their court right now.
Yeah, you have to give credit to Good Game, though. They've got 5 rounds in the bag early on in this game, so that's really important to not let Game Agents push really aggressively on them and actually gain round after round after round, and having that 10-5 differential that you mentioned earlier. So already a good game and a good standpoint to start things off. And they'll have to eco to get their money up to standard, up to par, to be able to contest the buy of Game Agents in the following rounds. They will fall down one by one. They're getting picked off player by player, and Game Agents will be able to close the round differential to 1. But this is all standard procedure. Good Game should be able to buy up next one, and this is where things start to prove interesting, as only 1 round differentiates these 2 right now.
So to highlight as well from Good Game is that they have done very, very well in the sense that usually the standard half we see on train is a 10-5. So they've done all they've had to. Anything more for them is bonus, and it will just make their lives easier when they go onto that CT side. So for them, they're actually in a fairly good position, even if they lose a substantial amount of rounds from here on out. Sound from Game Agents, he's going to aggress towards B. Let's see what we can find with it, as 8kit will be the first point of contact, and well, they've tried this B aggression before, and it only works so many times. 8kit's going to tear the head off of Rene. However, Mark is able to trade. Now down to Sound. He's played this position before, and Crixon's just deleted him. Let's see how it goes now. So 8kit shifting on forward. Going to fall, actually, but Sound is going to have some issues if he tries to get away. 7 HP remaining, and he'll fall. Smek to respond on the other side of the map. 2 versus 3 now for Good Game, as the initial flash is going to go down. Swing comes wide, mollies go on out, and it's actually full aggression from Crixon. He'll swing wide, he'll take down the first. The molly landed perfectly, and this aggression is just what Good Game needed. They're going all the way forward. Regali and Smek now on the rotation, and there's no way they expect Crixon to be this aggressive with them.
What a beautiful round, and one kill after the other now. It's a 2v2. Jasmine already makes it a 1v2, and Regali comes to return. What a beautiful flick. 10 HP to the man, 13 actually, and now it's a 1v1. Will he check the right corner? No, he won't. He gave a chance to his team for a second there, but it wasn't quite enough. 4-6, as Good Game are still in this, and they're definitely causing havoc to Game Agents. 6 rounds in the bag, and they're looking very dangerous for this first half. Sound try to make things happen, as you saw with that highlight, but it was only a 1-for-1 trade, and it wasn't quite enough to stop the push of Good Game. He's been in that aggressive position multiple times, and it hasn't proved to work enough times for him, so he might have to reconsider his tactics.
That was such a quick shot from Regali. I'm blown away by that. And even though he lost the round, that must be a confidence boost. He must be thinking, okay, I'm going to start hitting shots this game. It's a good game. They are only in the lead by 2 rounds. Game Agents, they still have a bye. They're still going to try and repulse the standard B execution. Regali from connector, Sound from center site. Dinky up 1 and killing his second. Kito, he's able to trade, but it will be Regali to get the final center. That's a 3 versus 4 now, and Kiko, as he only has 12 HP, aggressing for him is going to be very difficult considering Smek is already up close and personal. Kiko, by some miracle, hasn't been spotted actually. Eventually he'll fall to Smek. 2 versus 2 now, and it's down to Jasmine on the flank. He needs to go huge right now, as he'll go for the trigger discipline. Mark falls, Crixon fires another, and all of a sudden, for Good Game, this looks a lot better. Smek able to find 1, but Jasmine alone now in a 1 versus 2. Regali is going to find him, and Game Agents will take the round, but Good Game, they gave him a run for their money there, even though it was a 4 versus 2.
What was crucial there was Smex's damage at the start of the round. Excuse me, Sounds' damage at the start of that round. He managed to get 1 kill and did a lot of damage to 2 other players. That lowered their momentum, and the rotates came in fast. Regali got a double, and I think so did Smek on that one, and it was beautiful to see. Such a good rotate. Good Game did have a chance during that, but wasn't quite enough. Good Game still ahead, but Game Agents are close. And you need to feel for Good Game Game Agents right now, because they're on the CT side of Train, and they're not making it work as much as they should at this point. And losing trades like this isn't exactly what you expect from a team like this, actually. Already now down to 2v2. Good Game to just go for an eagle buy. Powerdy is absolutely powerful, gets another one. And a moment where you thought Good Game would probably lose this one, it's Game Agents that are on the back foot. On Sound, on the rotate, gets 1. Will he be able to find the second one? Oh, the spray comes through, but barely does not do enough damage. 4 HP on Powerdy, and he'll clutch up that round. So many kills go into his favor, and Good Game are so powerful here on the T side.
That was incredible from Powerdy there. Maybe not that last kill. I think both players may have whiffed a little bit, but those initial few kills was enough to just explode out the Good Game. Look at that shot from Powerdy. Another one towards Ivy, and just incredible by him. Really, really good start. And Good Game now on 7. Regardless if they lose the half, they're in such a good position going forward.
Yeah, Good Game must be feeling the comfort coming to them. They know it's a good day for us, and Kiko gets a pretty decent pick onto Regali. Just peeked and ran right in front of his crosshair. So that's a good kill to start off the round, and it's a slow start. And Game Agents only with deagles in their hands, only pistols to play with, and if they lose this one, they're just trailing behind Good Game. They're really, really strong, and they're performing like they haven't performed before already. Mark What a kill onto Jasmine, and perhaps this is the kills they need. Smek with another one. Kixan, quick to return. It's a 2v3 already, as Sound has already rotated. Char gets 2 kills right behind the smoke. Sound gets a double, and that's absolutely massive. The pistol round goes wrong and actually gets an AK in his hands, but it's A-Kit that spots out the weapon of Sound right behind the smoke, picks up the kill like he's fallen brothers. And a good game, keep on winning round after round. Game Agents try to make things work on the pistol round, but it's not quite enough. And they're going to cost, and it's going to cost them deeply.
That is a phenomenal start for Good Game there. To literally just take a look at this as a pistol round. And it's just incredible. Paladin, he has been a catalyst for Good Game to just get kill after kill. And I should say that as well, Jasmine's also been great. It's kind of surprising to see just how well Good Game are working as a team. Bear in mind, these guys are underdogs. These are absolute underdogs going forward. Game Agents, they're these kind of advanced MDL-esque team, but Good Game, they're in main right now. And yeah, they've lost games in main, but they're still. This shows serious improvement over the time they've been together for them to now be here taking down professional teams.
It's absolutely phenomenal to see. What game has this been so far? Oh, one round after the another. Good Game seem to be clutching rounds where it matters, clutching kills. It's been absolutely phenomenal. It's not only the gunplay, it's not that they are insane fraggers, but they've been working so well as a team. Their coordination has been spot on. Yes, there has been a few flukes, just like the one we just saw with Regali picking up a double there. They're not pushing together or without a flash either. But mostly, most rounds, they've been playing absolutely phenomenal, and they've been getting the rounds that they deserve, quite frankly. And they're pretty much outmatching Game Agents straight on. Now, already first kill goes to the hands of Smek. They will be pushing forward. Mark with a return, and so much damage is caught to Good Game. Mark with a spray down gets 2. That's absolutely massive. 8-Kit tries to push on the side, tries to make the difference, but it's Regard to pick it up. Powdy through the smoke gets Muck, but he'll fall down. Now, Kick all by himself. AWP at hand. Oh, Little doesn't know there's a player right on top of him. If he gets that one, his position will be compromised. Rene is the one to pick it up. And that's the damage mitigated here from Game Agent. 6-8 and one more round before the half switches.
Honestly, Game Agents, they really, really need this round just for the comfort's sake going forward. Good Game, they've already played phenomenally. Let's see if they can do that bit better, as I believe that's a pause that's coming from. I think it's safe to assume it's going to be on the side of Game Agents. Just take a moment to be calm, to try and get ahead of Good Game and figure out what to do going into last. Bearing in mind, Game Agents, their buy does comprise of Deagles and Scouts. It's definitely not the strongest we've seen from them, and it'll really be their chance to potentially give Game Agents that closing round.
Exactly right, and Good Game in such a good position right now. They are leading while they're on the T side, and little do we know how good their CT side, but surely they'll be able to hold their ground and be able to pick up the rounds necessary. Game Agents really need to step up their game, and they must be feeling the pressure from this team. And quite frankly, Good Game has been outclassing them, and it's been such a spectacle to watch. And, Game Agents now with this pause should be able to recollect and perhaps pick up that last round of the half and try and catch up to Good Game to mitigate the damage coming in to the T side. Now, the round has started, and Good Game have fully bought with Deagles. Only Scouts in the hands of Kixan, so Game Agents should be able to win this. But at this point, you don't know. The Deagles have been powerful here from Good Game so far. Mark already with that first frag will be able to make things even better for his team. Regali on the other front onto B. Gets one into Yasmin. And yeah, kills go all around in the favor of Game Agents. Rene with a kill of his own. And one by one, 8-Kit will walk right in front of Sound. Will he be able to find the connector shot? Does do damage. But 8-Kit falls low. He will fall down as well. And Kiko with that Deagle. Not really a favorite to win this one, and quite frankly, there's not much to play for. No money necessary. No kill will matter if he doesn't win this round. And Game Agents mitigate the damage 7-8, but they have a long way to go if they want to win this one.
Yeah, without a doubt. And so 7-8 for Game Agents. It's Definitely not the best scoreline. They were definitely looking for better, but they did look a lot more solid towards the end of that first half. I think it's safe to say for Game Agents, they readjusted, they got into a better position, and they just took a moment to recuperate against Good Game now, who find themselves on that CT side. Going to be another armor-heavy buy from Good Game. Game Agents, they prefer that utility. It's going to be 2 smokes, a couple of flashes, and a molly to accompany it. I expect it'll be a fast drop down from Pop from these players. Kiko is going to hear all of this in the aggro position. Flashed out of position. He is forced to kind of hide on E-Box. Smek going to find him early on. Jasmine looking to trade from center site. Smek, not quite, or he is eventually found, but Sound is quick on the response. Game Agents, they are very good with these trades. Mark and Regali trading in turn, and it all falls down to Criksan. He'll spam through that smoke a little bit. Actually, kind of getting lost around Mark. Eventually, he'll find him. Switching to the Glock. He knows there's 2 players around him, but he doesn't know from where. Switching to that Glock just at the wrong time as Regali will find Criksan and Game Agents. They'll size up 8-8.
Good start here from Game Agents. Exactly the start they needed. They can't afford to lose that first round because this will give them most likely the economical advantage for the next 2 or 3 rounds, depending on how good gameplay this. They are forced now. So if they win this one, they'll probably get the next one as well. So very important round for Game Agents to win, and the round they needed to stay into this one. Already, Game Agents with the first frag. Kiko with that SSG does damage. Already the first frag goes their way. And a good start for the round for them. Good game leading into this one. Powerdy with an aggressive play gets one. Regali with an aggressive statement for him. Mark will interrupt his efforts. But what a statement that was. Game Agents must be feared because Good Game don't care if they play aggressive. It is CT side, but they will switch things up to catch you off guard. Now, 8kit, we've seen Sound in this position, but this time it's 8kit. The roles have changed. And it's 8kit actually is the one to make it happen, to make the kill. And it's already a 2v4. Game Agents do have AK-47s, but it is the deagle of 8kit is just so dangerous. Jasmine from behind picks up another one. And Good Game with that force spy makes it happen. And Game Agents, not exactly the result they wanted out of that one.
Yeah, that was a formidable round from Good Game there to just shut down everyone. What a round from them, and that is just unfiltered aggression that just came out from Good Game, and just the Angels went in their favor. Game Agents are down to Deagles and Armor. Is Good Game, they maintain this double scout setup, so they're playing a little bit bonus in this, but so what avail? We'll have to see. Contact made from both A main and Ivy, so Kiko, he needs to be careful right now as Mark is getting very close and personal. So start shifting on forward. Finding Kiko early on, and now is the trade coming through? No, Mark finds one more. As now the swing comes out, now the aggression comes through towards the safe site, and Powder, he needs to be very careful. But catch out one, he's swarmed. Smek able to find him. Criksan is about to be overwhelmed as well. He does have the accompaniment of A-Kit, just to make it a bit easier for him, but bearing in mind that bomb is back towards T-Spawns. Game Agents, there's no such thing as a quick rotation for them. They're playing for kills here, and they have to, because if they give up any further positions, it'll just be a Good Game to retake. 8kit finds himself alone, able to take down the first. The second of Rene looking to be found, and he's a one-shot from this Deagle. 8kit, he's in a very difficult scenario, and Game Agents this round has gone admirably well for them.
Yeah, quite right. And now in a 1v1, 40 seconds remaining, and the bomb is not in the hands of Rennie, and he just has a Deagle. So he'll try and pick up a rifle. There are just a few in front of him. He just hopes he doesn't find 8kit in the meantime. Now, picks up the scout. I'm pretty sure he tried to go for an AK. There's one right in front of him. That's exactly what he'll do, but the timing is not for him. 8kit will spot him out, finish him off, and Good Game will lead the score 2 rounds. As the score is 8-10, and Good Game start to improve their economical situation. They will be able to fully buy up, while on the other hand, on the other side of the map, Game Agents are looking quite uncomfortable with what they have in their hands, what they have in their bank accounts, because they'll quite frankly will have to eco this one, and that means that Good Game will be able to lead 3 rounds coming into this one and gaining these the quite vital momentum to close this map out.
So the highlight as well is that Good Game, that round wasn't clean for them, and that CT side is notoriously more expensive than that T side. So Game Agents, even though they lost the round, the damage they've done to Good Game is going to have a ripple effect. It's going to kind of come back and bite them if they're not careful. And props to Mark for that instant Deagle 2K just to bring that man advantage in favor of Game Agents.
Yeah, quite right. These rounds on train can be very messy. So many angles, so many entries onto the site. And if you're pushing from everywhere and coming from everywhere, things can get very messy very fast, and trades can come from all over. And that's exactly what happened that previous round. Good game came up on top, but it was a very close one in team. It all came down to unfortunate timing. So this proves to be a very close game. And although good game seemed to be up top, it's not a comfortable lead for them because game agents keep taking them down to the wire. It is very close. Now the drop comes through. Kiko will get one. A little bit too aggressive, a little bit too optimistic there from Sound. Not sure if a flash came right before him, but another drop comes through. Oh, just in time. The reload didn't come. And Smek will find a kill on a different front. Kixan will return onto Smek. It's a 3v4 already. Game agents on the back foot with pistols at hand. They were facing off against rifles and the MP9 of Kiko. Already kill on this man's name. And they might decide to drop together. Oh, they just line up for him. And Kiko will be able to get a double right there, right then. Rene is the last man surviving, and he will fall down in the end. Good game. Lead 3 rounds to 8. 11 to 8. And it is a full buy from both of these teams. Yet again, the kills did go in favor of Good Game. They did have the firepower advantage, and Game Agents really could not find an entry onto any site. Good Game had quite aggressive positions close to the entrances of that A site, and that's exactly what proved what has proven them to be victorious in that round. Now, already making their way onto B, they'll try and push through.
He goes aggressive, but he'll fall to Regali. That's when he's very quick to train on. What a molly from him there. That is a really weird angle to see. I'm very impressed that works. Mark will take extra damage as well, as I believe that was powered, or Powerdy he wanted to aggress early on. And Game Agents, they looked like they were ready to spring over and kind of kickstart this round, but Good Game, they put them back in their place very early on as more aggression comes through, as A main control established, and for Mark, with only 10 HP, it's going to be a bugger to try and get back into this kind of position.
Yeah, approaching the 1 minute mark, Kixan already gets a kill, and it looks like they're not quite sure where they want to take this. They are leaning towards A, they are heading towards it right now. Quite likely, Rene might elect to push through Pop Dog. He'll need assistance through that. And there's a 3v4, and it looks like Good Game have dedicated the right amount of players towards A, and it might prove to be quite difficult of a take if Game Agents elect to go there this round. They have to go for a decent fake, but they don't have much util to do that. Rene, that does have a little bit, and they'll have to use that if they want to cause any havoc on one side to confuse the push and the defense of Good Game. Now, Rene will aggress. He's the first one in charge. He's the one to lead the push, and that's an excellent first frag for Rene. Powerdy had barely any time to react, and the AW kill won't connect. Sound with another one. That's the entry frags that you need to get into this one. That's perfect for them. Now, Kiko on a different front tries to make it happen. Kixan from sight gets one, but quickly gets returned. Kixan gets two. And that means it's a 1v1. He will touch the bomb. He does have a kit. It's Mark that has to peek, and he perks right in time. Kixan did not want to fake. And Game Agents are back into this one.
Those are some lovely shots from Regali and Sound there to just barrel it forward towards this A site at long range with an AK, winning a duel against an that early shot from Rene and that early shot from Sound, just shutting down Good Game. Craig Sally tried his best, unfortunately. Mark with 10 HP is going to secure the rounds for Game Agents. Good Game now, their buy is poor to say the least. Regali kicking it off by finding Kito, and there's no real trade. Craigstad is able to find one, but he's going to fall very low on HP. Smek actually able to find him, and it looks like it is just going to be a Game Agents-esque round. That being said, Jasmine able to find one, turning back around towards Pop Dog, wary of the re-aggression. Has to actually aggress, but this time Rennie's ready for it. Powerdy and 8-Kit now. 2 versus 3, let's see what they can find.
Quite rightly said. Now 2v3. They are trying to head towards A, and Powerdy already falls down. Makes it a 1v3 8-Kit with AWP. Has a lot of work to do in front of him. Now, they will start to head towards him. He is holding the right position, but he's not quite on the right angle. He will spot out Sound, but he will die, and didn't have much time to react with that one. Game Agents closing up the gap and building a little bit of a lead for themselves, economically and round-wise. And they might be feeling a little bit comfortable with this one, and it hasn't much been of the theme like we've mentioned previously. These two teams seem to have been performing a little bit better when they've had to aggress, play more creatively, be on the terrorist side per se. And this will mean that Good Game now will have to eco, and they're potentially in danger of Game Agents equalizing the round differential.
Yeah, an 11-10 lead now. Good Game have over Game Agents, and it's looking tough for this Macedonian side. That lead they had slowly being diminished, and because of that economy damage we saw that Game Agents were able to bring out, that just embodies it as now Good Game really in a pool by, I suspect it will go 11-11, and from there it's anybody's game. Neither team has too much money whatsoever. Game Agents, depending on how comfortably they win this, are going to have a little bit of bank. As I say that, Gito and Powerdy able to find two, but they haven't really been able to save guns. Jasmine now from Connector. Can he find any of these AKs trying to get to site? We'll have to see, but this is a very quick flank from Powerdy. And if he can catch some players off with this AK, as well as the flank from Pop, he's going to be in a grand position. Smek finds one. Jasmine now aggressing himself. A lovely shot onto Regali. And now as Powerdy comes up from behind, he's going to see what he can catch out. Smek and Sound, the two members of Game Agents to be found, and this is their round to lose. Plant comes through. It's faked. It's cancelled. Powerdy finding the first. It's all down to Sound now. 30 seconds left on that clock. And he's really running out of options now.
Now, approaching the 20-second march, this is so close. Good Game have done such an excellent job with the pistols, and they now have a numbers advantage. Ooh, but make that no longer Sound with an AK-47 kill. Is in a 1v1. Will be able to find a shot? No, it's Powerdy that picks that one up. And what a superb round here from Good Game, getting one kill after the other with the pistols. Insane 1Vs, and what an absolute palaver. The moment you thought that Game Agents could equalize it, Good Game comes up huge with absolutely insane kills, just like this one. Jasmine, what was that? Absolutely insane stuff, and Game Agents must be feeling the pressure because Good Game are showing their A game today.
Yeah, and as the name suggests, this is a good game. Game Agents now on the deagles of their own. Can they pull themselves into this? We'll have to see. 8kit, the kind of man to hold B. He's had a fairly quiet game, all things considered, but nonetheless, he's had impact, which is what matters here. Game Agents flashes go out, swing comes around. It's a push straight towards this B site, but 8kit, he plays an incredible position, finding one, passing a second, on for the third, and a fourth. What was that fourth shot there? As Smek collapses, and Good Game make it their 13th, a 13-10 lead, and that was unbelievable from 8kit there. We said it was a quiet game with impact. What's more impact than that? That was unbelievable.
Oh my word, 8kit was the sole defense, the spray transfer onto 4 players of Game Agents was absolutely superb. What a wonder to watch, and that would prove that they're gaining the lead little by little, 13-10, growing, extending it, and manifesting it, living it, as Kicks and Powerdy already get the first frags of the round. Powerdy will get a kill of his own. Game Agents down to 2 players, and they really have not much room to work with here. It is Good Game that will approach the win coming into this one. 14th round on the table for this team. And Game Agents on the back foot. The economy is hurting. And Good Game proving to be a very, very strong team. And can compete with the best of the best in this tier. Mark gets that first kill. A little bit of hope for his team. And another 1-for-1 trade comes through. Powerdy will stop the shenanigans from happening. And Good Game is 1 round before match point.
That is a phenomenal round from Good Game. Not so much of the fact it was just against the Eagles, but the fact that they made it clean. It gives them a chance to build some economy, and, you know, we've got 8kit with 5.7 in the bank now, even though he was going for an MP9. I suspect it will be an aggressive play towards B ramp. And with 3 players committed to the B site, it will be an aggressive play towards ramp. For Game Agents, let's see if they're able to punish this, or if they're going to be punished by it. As Kiko, he'll spot the aggression coming out. 8kit now swinging wide, spotting Sound, dinking him, but 8kit and Crackson both full. Jasmine now needs to go huge on the defense. He'll know that these players haven't committed to the push yet, as Powerdy now towards A. He's got to try and hold this. Once again, it's going to be an early set piece coming out from Game Agents. Let's see if they can find the safe site, or if Powerdy and, I believe that's Jasmine, can put a stop to that.
Ooh, good game just now with everything on the line, everything to fight for, and already trades going in their favor. 1 versus 4. Game Agents haven't proven to be back in this game. AWP picked up as well, and Jasmine left all by himself. Bomb will get planted onto A, and Jasmine will elect to fall back with that M4. Game Agents with everything on the line came up huge, and they're not ready to give up just yet. The round after this will be 11-14, and they're not ready to give up whatsoever. M4 being saved, definitely necessary for them. Good game aren't and haven't really managed to establish much of an economical lead, so they'll have to save that one up. And I'm curious to see how possible a force buy will be. They seem to have enough money to force buy this next round, but I don't believe it'll be with full util. So an interesting round to follow right after this.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it could be make or break for Game Agents, because if they can string 2 in a row, it's going to put a good game down to what I would assume will be Pistols and Armor if they haven't gone down already. So it'll be Game Agents' chance to string some economy together, make this kind of scoreline a bit closer, and start mounting the pressure for Good Game to try and close it out as soon as humanly possible. And looking at their economy, they may have already hit that Pistol and Armor kind of breaking point. As a pause comes through, understandably so, as they try and figure out what do you do on the Game Agents side? What's the plan? Do you go for this force buy at the risk of having no economy whatsoever, or do you eco and play it safe?
And that's exactly why this pause must be happening, because at this stage they probably are wondering, okay, let's take it back a bit. We've got a little bit of room, we've got a little bit of a legway. We've got 14 rounds to 11. We have 3 rounds to collect our economy together. So my guess is they'll probably play it back 1 round, try and cause as much damage to Good Game as possible, because quite frankly, they haven't really gained much of the momentum to hold on to. So my guess is that they'll probably want to eco this one, save it, so they'll be able to fully buy next one, have a very strong one, probably buy up some deagles this one, cause as much damage as possible. So Game Agents will be in a little bit of a back foot this following round. But like I said, just deagles in their hands, and they'll try and go for damage, try and go for the plant. And let's see how this one goes.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with this semi-buy. We see them have great success with pistols, so why not see if they can run that through? We've got some scouts to accompany it. The M4 and Jasmine will be that kind of pivot point, and quite excited he'll spot that push towards Ivy. More importantly, he won't take any damage for that, so he's going to get information for free, as we'll see what the response is from Good Game to Ivy control coming through from Game Agents.
Now, Game Agents have a lot to fight for, so they don't want to lose any players here. They want to make it clean. Good Game on the defense, though. We'll have to make the kills happen. Already, kill going in favor of Regali with that AWP. He has proven very dangerous with it so far, and he has no intentions of slowing down. 1 minute remaining on the clock, and they're just electing to push through a multiple fronts to push from. Ivy, Main, and Pop Dog. And there are players all around waiting for them. IP might be a little bit open, though, as it is 8K. A little bit pushed on to site there. He does have a scout to look at it, so I'm not surprised he's holding that far angle. Probably the wisest idea. It's a little bit of an off angle as well, so an angle that Game Agents won't be able to flick to straight away, but Sound already with the first frag. They might try and go for the opening now onto that A site, and they'll try and push through. Scout does connect, but not enough to kill these armored players. Connects with 2, tries to go from the other one, but Mark and Renee are there to get the kills, and Kiko now with a deagle in his hand, a Karambit in the other, and he'll try and do damage at this point. No Kevlar on him either. So at this point, not sure if a save is on the cards. He'll try and cause damage on the 2 players that are low. And Game Agents will be able to pick up another round. Close the round differential to 2-round difference. And Good Game. We'll be able to buy right after this. But now we have a little bit of a face-off. 1 shot to connect onto Smek could kill him, and that's exactly what happens. Kiko reads the play like a book. I think he spotted him out as well. So he'll pick that one up. He'll pick up an AK for his troubles as well. We'll be able to save it up. He has a little bit of a convoy right behind him. He'll try and save it away from him, trying to run from them as well. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Saving the AK for that next round. And Good Game looking to take it to match point.
Yeah, and for Good Game, the kind of semi-buy was a good idea. It's comfortable for them. They didn't really get that much damage done. For Game Agents, it means they do have a crux of, you know, this 6.5k on both Rene and Sound, so they're not going to have any economic woes should Good Game hit 15, so they're going to have to fight for both. And Good Game, their economy isn't very good either. 8 kit with only an auto shotgun. It's early contact made as Sound takes down Power D, but it will be a push coming through on the response from Kiko. The question is, can he get forward at the right time? Players coming up towards Pop Dog as well. Quite Sound about to be shot from behind. Can he find Sound? He needs to be very, very careful as the execution about to come through. Regali finds one. Kiko able to trade. As that smoke goes down, it's going to be Jasmine to find Smek. The players from either side just crunching on one another. As they keep trying to outflank each other. It's weird angels being taken, but Game Agents, they've had enough. They just back away. They go towards this B site. Ace Kit now with an auto shotgun. An unconventional by an unorthodox one. How well will it work? We'll have to see.
Well, 8kit has proven himself the powerhouse of this B site, the man who controls everything. He's won the Olympic Games, and they throw down the walls of this B site, and he's basically the entire wall of this empire called Good Game. He's a defense line of this. They might have read this play. They will rotate towards him, but it does seem to be a fake. Game Agents have another idea of pushing towards Pop Dog. Molly comes through. Good Game, you can see from the minimap, they seem to be a little bit confused because Game Agents are a little bit indecisive of where to push. But now, the push will commence. It's everything on the line here from Game Agents. They want to close off this round differential. They want to start winning more rounds, and what a way to do that. Finding the entry onto the side. The rotates do come in, and Good Game will try and go for the retake. Bomb gets planted. Mark finds the first kill. It's a kill's going in favor of Game Agent. Sound with another one, and it's now Kiko all by himself. Can he make the 1v3 happen? He'll have to if he wants to make his team go to match point. Now, we find a play. He gets connected from multiple players there, and it's the AWP shot from Sound. And that will pick him up in the end. And Game Agents close the round differential and prove to be very strong. They're coming back from this, and they're gaining confidence round by round.
This game is starting to get disgustingly close. As Game Agents, they line themselves up to tie it up. Good Game, their buy is non-existent. We got Deagles here and there, they had MP9, and you know, we've seen Good Game have success with these guns, but how repeatable is that? As for Game Agents, it will be a standard default. They play a bit passive as they know that's down to Good Game to try and aggress where they can. As will be Jasmine making his way towards Pop. We've got Powdy as well making his way towards main, but with no utility, it's going to be very hard to flash angles off. They're going to have to try and hard clear Smek, and well, that's going to be a challenge in itself with an MP9 against an AK.
It seems to be a challenge indeed. Game Agents seem to be the team to favor for this round, and they seem to be the team that will probably equalize the rounds of Good Games once this round comes through. Good Game, though, have proven themselves to be very strong with those Deagles, so I wouldn't count them out just yet. Now, players of Game Agents leaning towards B. The bomb is heading there towards B right now, but at the same time, rotates of Good Game have come in and well made. It does take Jasmine to very low HP, 12 HP for the man, but the smoke comes through, the flash comes out, Kickson doesn't have the Deagle out in time. Oh, High Kit will stay hidden. We'll get one kill, but the kills go in favor of Game Agent. They'll try and get the bomb down, and Powdy is left with that MP9 in his hand, looking at his team because the rounds that they've gained, the lead that they've gained has just been depleted in Game Agents. It doesn't matter if you're T-side, it doesn't matter if you've had the lead because Game Agents have caught up and they have the money to keep on going.
Again, I think neither team is ready to lose this. As Good Game, if they lose this round, they're pretty much out considering they've fully invested into it. They have put everything on the line here. This is their Hail Mary for it to work. Game Agents, they're going to be able to invest into next. So if they lose this, it's not the end of the world. They are more than capable to take it to overtime, but will Good Game give them the choice? As it's going to be an early default for Game Agents, ramping up for what I would assume will be a bit of an ace split with those players coming in from Ivy. For Good Game, let's see what the response is.
Now, good game. This is where they say, okay, WCT, we can keep this win. We can get this win, and this is where we can get it from. This is where they have the most possibilities to win this match. They are equal in rounds, but they are still on the CT side, and they've dedicated 4 players onto that A side. They might have read this correctly as well. Look at that. Game agents pushing from all different entrances from A, and this stack might have proven good for them. 1 minute remaining on the clock. And game agents just making sure if good game don't fall out of hand, don't make a mistake. But look at that aid kit from behind. We'll get information that no player of game agents is close. So the rotate will come in from Jasmine. He'll help out his team as we approach the 40-second mark. All the util is still attack for game agents. They could well fake it and go to B right now. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to throw the smokes onto B and just rush it here. And it might caught good game out of guard. The push comes through already. 8Kit is hiding. Wooly better find the kill. Jasmine goes low. But the first kill has to go in the hands of Kicksan. They will try and push through A. Kicksan with a double. That's absolutely monumental. 20 seconds on the game. For Mark, it's getting another kill. Will he be able to find another one? Powerly on the side does damage, but it's all up to Regali here as he's in 1v3 with an AWP. Does damage onto Kiko, but it's good game who are on match point, and it's good game who are in the position to win this game right here, right now.
This was all on Crikson. What a 2K from Popdog there. That single 2K, just dropping the bomb, was all he had to do. The second just cemented it. Game agents, they would have had to play team deathmatch and hunted everyone down and killed them. Should they wanted to take that round, they just ran the clock down, and good game. The rotation, it was messy. The fake worked admirably for game agents, but good game where it mattered. The 2 players that stayed and went aggressive, they rose to that podium, and they performed. They got those early 2Ks. That AUG holding Ivy as well was exactly what was needed. And what a round from good game there.
This is why I love this tournament. All these emerging regions playing up against each other and proving that their countries belong in the map of the global map of CSGO. Good game coming up one of the most one of the biggest teams in the CSGO scene right now, and they're doing a lot of damage to them and contesting them and actually are on match point against them. So the Macedonian squad of Good Game have proven to be quite a squad indeed and have a lot of hopes for the future. Now they still have a long way to go, and a long way to go means 1 round, and game agents have to pull the strings in their favor to win this one. Let's see how this one goes, as it's a 4-buy all around, 4 util as well. So this is where these 2 teams have to prove themselves. This is where game agents must find their round to be able to take this to overtime and stay in this tournament, because Good Game is really close to eliminating them. Look at that now, stacking their way onto B. Smoke will come out through from 8Kit as soon as that one deteriorates. He's just peeking it. And little does he know that the whole squad is there and waiting. He's all by himself, stacking, watching that B site. He will have help from Kiko coming in, but the push might come from heaven straight away. They're dropping onto the site right here, right now. They're looking to end this one. 1 minute remaining, and they've taken the bomb onto the site. It will get planted. Now, rotates 2 coming in. It's a 5 versus 5 on the site. It's a 5 versus 5, and this is what could be the final round, and it's all up to Good Game to start pushing. Look at that first kill comes through from Smek. Will catch up already off guard. Kitko gets a kill of his own. Yasminus as well. 3 versus 4. Good game on the back foot. Game Edge is trying to make it different. Sound will get the one. Yasmin from the return, and he will stick onto the bomb. Regali picks the corner, tries to get a kill, but it's Mark that gets the final one, and Game Agents take it to overtime.
That was a great round from Game Agents to outmaneuver Good Game, get that plant in the 5v5, and just let those trades go either way. Mark and Sound, both with 27 kills apiece, carrying Game Agents to victory, both of them having an insane game so far, as we enter overtime.
What an insane map this has been so far. These 2 teams have proven themselves very worthy of each other, and it's all up to overtime. Which 2 team will be able to pick up 4 rounds here in the first overtime? Let's see if any of them can make it happen, or will have to be forced to another overtime instead. Everything on the line here. They need to stay into this tournament if they want to compete for the grand prize, and this is what will happen right away. Smek Pushes up forward, gets a cheeky angle. He's fallen down to 24 HP, so a headshot is vital. Gets the spray down to Powdy. First frag going in the favor of Game Agents. Maybe they'll find the lead for the first time here on this map. Kiko with a kill of his own makes things equal 4-4. 1 minute, more than 1 minute remaining on the clock. So they have time to play with, and the bomb is far back. So they could actually rotate if they want to, but they've already found themselves onto the site. They still have room to take. There's so much of the site to take. This site is huge. Kiko gets 1 kill of his own. Marco quick to return to Yasmin. And looks like they'll try and rotate from behind. 8-Kit gets a kill onto Reyna. That's proven to be absolutely monumental. Mark from a different front gets a kill. So kill for kill, limb for limb. 40 seconds remaining. It looks like Mark will try and get the bomb. 8-Kit is there to stop him, but Mark is the one to interrupt that from happening. This is ever so close. 34 seconds remaining. Kiko with that AWP. Bomb has yet to get planted, and it's likely that they'll try and go for B because they know Kiko is lurking there somewhere. So this should be a safe plant here for good game, for Game Agents, and good game here on the back foot. Will Kiko try and go for this one? 2 riflemen, 2 very capable riflemen in the side of Game Agents are in control of this one. So that means Kiko will pick up an M4 off his fallen comrade. Will try and turn around. Will he find the corner onto Sound? But it's Sound that comes out victorious into this one. And Game Agents find the lead after so many rounds.
That was Game Agents. This has been a hard-fought match. This has been a slog rather than a jog. And well, they eventually find themselves in the lead, but is it too late? You know, we are in overtime at this point. Good game. They get that breath of fresh air, bringing like they are absolute underdogs, and you know they've been for the entirety of this game. The fact they've done this well is incredible. Anything more at this point is just incredible for them.
Good game don't only have the Macedonians on their back, they have the entire Balkan region. This region has been trying to get onto the map of the global scale of CSGO for so long. And Good Game has been proving that they can help them get there now. Already, we're starting to this round. Yasmin is there to interrupt the push from Smek. MP9 versus Rifle, it doesn't matter. This guy comes huge, so does Kiko. 3v5 already, and Good Game find themselves in the lead here as we approach this round. 3 versus 5 already, and we haven't even hit the 1 minute mark. Now, they will slow down things a little bit, try and collect the bomb and figure out where they can go and which site they can get to. But Good Game really needs to make a mistake in this situation for Game Agents to dominate on it, because right now it seems like a very tough ask for them to execute this one. Now, Good Game doesn't know the bomb has fallen there, so it should be an easy collect there from Regali's teammates, but he's got another fight to place here. Will Kiko pick it? I guess we'll have to wait here. Oh, he's just leaning towards it. Kiko, what a peek! What a quick reaction time there from Regali. Oh, Kiko is just too fast for him. And Good Game, the moment you thought Game Agents found the front foot, Good Game have a flawless round.
That was lightning fast from Kiko there to shut down Regali. I am so impressed with that shot. And Good Game, it looks like their power comes from their aggression, really. Look at that. Instantly onto Regali. He didn't get a chance to hesitate. As for Game Agents, it looks like it will be a fast execution towards A. Early flashes go out, early mollies to follow. And now it'll be down to Jasmine again in this aggro position. This time Sound has been able to make it there in response, but look at the utility damage. Regali's going to find Jasmine for a man advantage, but Good Game. Let's see if they're able to reaggress. Smek fighting Powdy, and now it's looking better for Game Agents. A 2 out of 3 side half for overtime is a great way to kick things off. Let's see how Good Game respond, though. As Kiko, he's at ready. He's holding for a push. Contact made early on, and unfortunately, he's just surrounded. He'll fall. It's down to Crixon and 8-Kit to hold against 5 members, hunting them down. Contacts made. 2 of them lined up. Crixon fighting 2, but from behind, Smek will strike. And Game Agents, they finish the half 17-16 up in this overtime series. Let's see if they can get just that bit further.
Forget the trends you knew before. Forget what was the norm, because this game has been nothing but the norm. The strongest side and the most rounds collected have been with the team that has been on the terrorist side, and this has happened yet again here in overtime. Game Agents having 1 round lead over Good Game. That means they need a couple more rounds to actually come ahead. They need 2 more rounds to win this game. And already Regali with that first frag will make their task a little bit more difficult to deal with. And Game Agents with the lead in rounds, with the lead of players in this one. And Good Game must be feeling the pressure. They were in the lead for so long, but things have started to crumble down. They have another fighting chance. Now, 2 players are leaning towards B. They don't really have the bomber with them. So they might be interested in causing havoc. They might be interested in causing a fake. The Sound is there waiting, connects the shot onto one. Will they be able to find this other one? But no, it's 8kit with the 1-for-1 trade. Now, they might have found the opening, but Smek is there and waiting. He pushed up from Pop Dog, and that's actually bomb control for him. Now, the rotate comes in from his teammate. Oh, he's not looking at the right time. 8kit is there to collect this fallen comrade 2-2 as we're getting to this one. Bomb well in Good Game's favor. But there's 1 player in each of the sides here on the side of Game Agents, and they'll have the info as soon as it's possible. And Parody down to 6 HP, 40 seconds remaining on the clock, and they'll try and make their way towards Ivy. Try and make their way onto A. Regali might have the right angle onto this one. He might be spotting it out. No, this is dreadful timing. Looks away, and he might have 2 impending players to just collapse on him. They do have some util available, so there might be choose to flash to it, but no. First kill goes Regali's way. Will he be able to find another one? No. 8kit will not elect to peek it. Wise choice, because Regali has been absolutely huge with that AWP. 10 seconds remaining. The rotate has come in through. Mark is there to join the fray, and he will collect the kill. Game Agents lead 18-16, and they are on match point.
That was a phenomenal round from Regali, and that even more so in the fact that was a great read by him to kind of assume that, yeah, they're going to go Ivy. After seeing it was all quiet in main for a good 5 seconds, just backs away, scopes up, and he commits to it as well. Rather than kind of fight A main and Ivy, he fully commits. He backs away. He focuses solely on Ivy, and it paid off admirably. Mark, of course, fast rotation came in. And that was that for Game Agents. Good game. They need to find 2 on the bounce if they want to get back into this and take it to overtime too. They've had a formidable game so far. They were almost looking to win it at one point. Let's see if they can do so again. Game Agents looking to hold them with 2 be set up just as Good Game line up what looks like a standard execution.
Game Agents has proven that they have a better nerve, a better grasp on their nerves. And it seems that they will be leading into this one on match point. Everything on the line for Good Game to play with. Look at that Mac behind the smoke. It will slowly deteriorate. Will spit out Yasmin. But the trade does come in. Kiko with that first frag. Another smoke comes through. And that means Sound is smoked off. He'll try and defend the side. He does get one. Will he find the second one? No. Kickstand is there to return. 3 for 3. There's a play on Heaven. Regali spots him out. Gets the kill. And it's already a 2v3. Bomb is planted. They found themselves onto the side. Kickson is there to defend. He's slowly going to get overwhelmed by the players of Game Agents. They are starting to push through. Everything is on the line for these 2 players. First kill comes through. The rotate comes in. Rene is the one to pick up that kill. Powerday with the rotate gets 1. Now it's a 1v1. Now he spots the player. Smek will start. He will start. He has the time. Surely he has the time. Oh my word. Powerday not there to collect it. Game Agents get it in the end of 19-16. Oh my word. What a game. And Game Agents come up on top.
That was such a close